a very important day in those elections. Erin, what is the government in Iran at this point saying about the turnout?
And, you know, this is interesting, Jim, because the government they're trying to get results quickly. They're going to have them within 24 hours of the polls closing, and they closed just about 4 hours ago, a little bit, just around that time. The big question is whether it'll go to a runoff. Now, the supreme leader, the Ayatollah, had said the high turnout would deal a blow to Iran's enemies, referring, of course, to the West and to the United States. And you know, as we said, whether from patriotism or from pressure, a lot of people did turn out, at least here in Tehran. And I want to emphasize here in Tehran. Obviously, the big city is very different than the countryside. We didn't see what happened in the countryside. There are more votes there than here in the big cities. But in the big city, we saw long lines early in the day. We had been told that usually those happened later in the day. So that would seem to indicate turnout was higher. At another polling station we visited at the end of the day, the campaign official from the government was very eager to say, oh, turnout is 60%. It seems like they're going to be able to report a high turnout number that they had said was so important to the legitimacy of these elections. But of course, Jim, we did talk to plenty of people today who said that they weren't voting, and none of them really wanted to talk about that on camera. There was frustration. They said, look, we voted before and nothing's changed, so quote unquote, what's the point? But they, of course, did not want to talk about that on camera. But we did see plenty of people voting, plenty of them voting for more conservative candidates, as well as for the man running as the reform candidate, Hassan Rouhani. And the big question is, of course, whether this will go to a runoff when those first results come in, Jim.
And Erin, we know you will have more on this critical story at the top of the hour. I want to encourage our viewers to watch that coming up on Erin Burnet Out Front. Coming